counting down on my screen was the number was just on
My
your little
face.
slither here,
Yeah.
but I didn't realize that your little slither is like in the center of my computer screen. So it actually makes sense. So it wouldn't make sense for you to be the only person that's going live, and the audio only coming from you when the main source is supposed to be from my account here. Organic Poison first episode in like a month and a half or longer, maybe. Wrapping up the year with some of my friends that I hadn't talked to in a while, especially not on a podcast. So, what the fuck is up, y'all? Too, how y'all been, my dear friends? Jimmy, Xander, pals.
Nothing but work. Nothing but work.
You just hear on Xander's side. You just hear.
Is he even still here? Did he just like put the phone down and walk away?
You hear a 5 gallon bucket just fly across the room, and you hear.
Poor Justice done got him.
Well, it says right there. It says actual recording is higher quality. But I don't know if it's referring to the video of Xander's page or if it's because there's no video on his page,
I don't know.
as he notoriously holds it down in his silent fashion. Oh, okay, he says he can't hear anything.
What?
He said he can't hear anything and asked if we can hear him. We can't hear him.
No, I can't hear him at all.
Can't hear you. Let me make sure that we don't have him muted over here. That would be really fucked up. But we don't. He's got his camera turned off. Okay.
Tell him to go
Let's
to
see.
his mic settings and choose.
Yeah. Check Mike said. There he is.
Ah,
Sounds like you figured it out, sir.
yep. Beefing with my chick while I'm in jail.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Xander, how have you been, sir? What's been going on in your immediate, my friend?
Oh,
Yeah?
he's muted. He muted himself again.
Oh no.
You can see right there at the little bottom. He's got a little mute thing. He's muted.
Oh, maybe he actually had something he was doing. Then it doesn't really matter too much. We're here to talk about music, catch up a little bit, probably as we usually do. Uh, Not a whole lot of premise too much. Jimmy, take it away. You text me and brought up a topic about albums, right?
Right. So I know not last year, maybe the year before and the year before that, over on the now dead Highly Hideout podcast, we would
Right.
give our top three, our top albums of the year with some singles, and we're going to talk about some other stuff. So I figured why not just bring that
Sure.
back with you and your podcast. So
Absolutely. I mean, perfect timing when you texted me about it. I was like, I've been lacking a lot the whole second half of this year about putting episodes out as consistently as I should. But I was like, man, I really want to put something out before the end of the year, at least one episode, maybe another one too. But and then when you hit me up, I was like, and perfect. Who better to do it with? And when you said Xander was down to hop in, I was like, well, even great because I haven't talked to you guys on a podcast in a while. Uh, I hadn't talked to Xander in a while. You guys have gone to a whole concert together in the motherland, and all that good stuff. So this is a good time to chat.
I agree. I agree.
So
And
I have it.
that show was pretty good. What do you think, Xander?
He just texted me and said he's trying to get it fixed.
Of course. Oh,
So
he keeps leaving, then he keeps coming back.
I was about to.
Oh, there,
Oh,
is he speaking?
it's like help, help! As soon as it comes on,
Working.
we can hear you now.
Yeah, I just fucking unplugged it and I plugged it back in.
Sweet.
Nice. So, Shane was asking him, we went to that show that just happened. So, what was your opinion of it?
Yeah, well, what did y'all
It
think
was
about, because, okay, just to set a little pre-story, we all happened to be at the show couple of months ago, however long ago that was,
September. Yeah,
September. Yeah, we were all at that show, and I think we could all consider that one a success. That was fun.
I agree. It was fun. Uh,
Yeah. So, and if we go in comparison, you guys don't even, if you could try not to compare it to the other one. Let's just say y'all went as a raw experience. How do y'all think the show was? I'll quit interrupting y'all.
Honestly, for me,
James.
it was. All right, go ahead, Alex. Sorry.
Let's say James. Go ahead.
Oh,
Honestly, for me, you know, I really enjoyed this one more than I enjoyed the other one. That's
okay.
just for me personally. And there was really no technical difficulties like it was when Sick in the Summer played that one time.
Yeah.
There was no technical difficulties. You know, Sick of the Summer played first. And, they're good at what they do.
Right.
I like everyone in the band. I like their music. They were good.
Right.
But when Transient came on, Transient was really great for a three-piece band for one guitarist, one drummer, and one vocalist. They were really great. They sounded really good. And then Envisions came out and played last, and Envisions was just phenomenal, really
Yeah.
great. So
So, needless to say, I mean, I think when I saw the promotion for the show, I went and I looked up, me being the nerd I am, I just went straight to looking up everybody and stuff like that. And those bands sound like they had, pretty good recordings at least, so it's like they seem like they had both been kind of cooking for a little while. So I was like, this might be actually a pretty good show as far as them actually bringing some new bands to town that people would really care about. Don't get me wrong. That the one that I was at, that band of like older dudes. It was like an older
yeah, it was
group
like
group of
Type
guys.
C and two other bands, and then
I
Sick of the Summer.
I like Type C for what they were because for one, those dudes are all young and fucking off and having fun, and they're playing covers of songs that are the best to fuck off and have fun to. So that was all good. But I'm trying to remember what that other band was. Might have been like the second to last band that played. They were not a cover band. They were like some older dudes that were like in a rock band.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I didn't. I don't
I,
remember the band name or anything like that, but they were playing originals.
yeah, and they seemed more serious, like as if they were like you know, I don't want to say that none of the other guys are serious, but these were like older dudes that were like in their bag per se, and they
Right.
were a good band.
Yeah,
I just wasn't super into them. They were just kind of like a regular hard ass rock band or something like that. Uh, but these guys, these bands that they brought to town, I guess Dakota, which we can talk more about that later. Uh, I guess brought them these bands to town. They're kind of more of like of I don't want to say underground because it's not really underground sound anymore these days, but they're more metal influenced and like heavy and shit.
Right, right,
And I thought that was pretty
mm,
cool.
right. I think Envision was from Biloxi, and I don't know where
yeah.
Trent they were from, but
I want to say both bands are from down that way. Maybe one of them's from Louisiana.
I don't know. They were pretty good. Like I really enjoyed their music. So
What was the body count like in there?
not great,
Oh man, it's such a bummer. I hate to
not
hear that.
great.
I figured that it would probably be less than the first one, but mainly because I don't know. I mean, there's probably several reasons, but
Well, not only at that time, they actually was there was other big events going on
yeah,
around the time of the show. I know the Pike County Little Theater was doing like their Christmas play and stuff like that, and so I mean,
yeah.
Most
Days
of them,
that,
they had a
d-
lot of people in the mosh.
yeah,
Yeah, it was more the most people I've seen moshing down there.
well, yeah, there was a bunch of a lot of a lot of them brought their kids to the show as well. So that was mostly
yeah,
like the little kids down there having fun and stuff.
yeah. And see, that's kind of how it was whenever we were there, or when the first show.
Right.
What'd you think about the bands, Xander? Before I start on a tirade.
They were good. I fuck with them. They were all kind of like the early scene type shit that we kind of all grew up with, I
Right.
guess.
Yeah, I know one of those bands was like a real metal band.
Yeah, yeah, but no, but they were good. They came in and one the lead singer from what was it? Envision. He was like all over the fucking place.
Bro.
Yeah.
He was he was singing at one point when you see him on stage, and then he appeared behind us on top of the fucking scaffolding, and I'm like, yo, this
Oh
dude's on
shit.
that bullshit.
So,
He was,
so you
He's
know,
geeked up. Ah.
yeah. So you know, in the theater they got that tart part. He was up there singing, and he would come behind where the sound people were. Then he would slide to each level, start singing, and then come back on stage. It was we're like, what the hell's going on here?
What the hell is going on?
yeah, he ended up doing like a cover of "Drown" by Bring Me the
Bring Me the
Horizon. Everyone
Horizon.
was like, "Oh my god, yes, yes!" And I was like, "Damn, all right."
Yeah, it was.
I was fucking with it though. It was a good show.
Yeah, didn't you
In
tell
my
me?
opinion, the best one we've had so far.
Yeah, I was about to ask. Didn't you say that was one of the best shows?
Yeah, at least like when it comes to the Palace, because that was like my third time being though, so that was the better one.
All right, I'm just trying to repost this link, my dear friends, because I'm an idiot and I forgot to do that. Baby girl.
What? Yo,
It's
about to get us in trouble.
it's
Let me get about this bit.
it's Instagram shit, bro. You wouldn't get it. Just
Show
joking.
don't.
I'm just
Sure.
I'm
joking.
all right.
No.
I don't want to get it.
I just singing that Drake song because I used it
I
as
knew it.
a thing.
I knew it. I knew it. That album, that he is not one of my top albums of the year. That's for sure.
I I mean, we'll get into it. We'll get into it.
I mean, it ain't even dropped. Did it? Did it drop?
No, I was about to say we'll get into the conversation. I don't know that probably ain't gonna be my top three either. I mean, I didn't hate the album,
Yeah,
but I mean that's not really my bag either.
I got
All
a
the
feeling. I got a feeling. Me and Alex got the same album of the year.
he tried. Tried to do different, but like, yeah, I don't
I
know what
got a
else.
feeling we got the same album of the year.
I don't know what else to listen to.
I think what needs to happen is Sick in the Summer and a mixed bag of other performers need to perform in a fucking garage somewhere that would be packed out if there was 30 people in it. And there needs to be 45 people there. I'm painting a picture here more than anything else. You,
Honestly, if they can, the Palace Theater isn't a bad place for shows. It's
no,
not.
it's sick, dude. It's badass. That's what you
Yeah.
dream. You aspire to be able to play in a room like that.
So
But
plus not only that, they serve alcohol there, so a lot of people can
right,
come get their drink on and watch, a
Fuck.
band play. But I think it was
Oh,
just bad timing, especially this time of the year,
yeah,
especially for
yeah.
that show. So, but either way, I don't know anything. I don't know because I think Dakota was the one who booked the show.
yeah,
So I hope Dakota, was able to at least make back his money for booking the show.
yeah. I hope so too, or at least that they were able to get some kind of something figured out. I don't know. I hadn't talked to him. He messaged me a couple of times on Instagram, I think, but I don't ever check my Instagram messages. I know it sounds crazy, but it's just kind of hard to do. It's hard to do consistently. But no, what I was gonna say though is like this is something that like I think that we take out of consideration sometimes, and I I try to look at the big picture when it comes to the way building a fan base for a band like Clinton them. Let's just say them as an example. I know we're looking for something broader as far as the scene, but like let's just focus on Clinton them's band real quick. What there's only so many people that fit into the category of us. I think that their music specifically is a broad enough sound that plenty of people can enjoy and like, and it could bring people in. But that's not necessarily people that you would build a scene around. There, there's no. We're all grown ass men, and we're not tapped into fucking high schoolers. I know it sounds crazy. I'm not saying any of us should be going and trying to tap in
I
with
was
high
about to say
schoolers.
I don't want to be tapped into high
No,
schools though.
I
I'm
know
good on that. Like
we're
baby
practically.
girl.
Oh my gosh! I was like, so I talked to Lucian Grange, and he said he wants to sign our podcast called "The Scene Kid High Schoolers," and we're 30 something. and we're gonna do
That,
live
that work.
calls. I'm kidding about this. I don't want to get sued.
No, I'm with it, dog. Yeah, yeah. I got
Yeah,
911 on speed now.
I'll be like, and that's why you don't have your face on the podcast.
I ain't getting caught up.
Look, here's the thing. Clint and his band, Sick of the Summer, they have that great unique sound of being pop punk with, some of the screams to it like A Day to Remember does, or like
Absolutely.
Newfound Glory, or, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So most kids who are, junior high and high school, they can kind of relate to that sound a little bit more than what, like me and Alex and our buddy Sam, like we're trying to do. So
Right. It's also different when you look at it in when you think about it like this. The kids, they're more passionate. We have all seen the bands we want to see. We still will. We're still going to get excited about it, but it's different now. Back when you were a teenager, you were like that's like next level shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't matter if you were going to a concert when they were still on the floor, or if you were going to a concert and you were going to see like some heroes type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's to me, that's the kind of stuff that it's like. But it's the kids. That's what they need. That's what they're missing. But the thing is we're kind of fucked as far as building a scene goes, because we're in today's day and age. I mean, I say in today's day and age, there wasn't 30-year-olds approaching me with flyers in Macomb, Mississippi. It was people who were 5 to 7. I hear that cat in the back. It's five, five to seven
And, oh,
years older than us, but we were
shit.
teenagers. These people were in their 20s. There's a disconnect
Wow.
there, and I think the thing is for Clinton them specific. Like I love the idea of there being a grassroots rebuild the scene thing, but the approach of rebuilding the scene at the Palace Theater with bringing in bands from out of town, like there has to be the bodies there of people who care enough about that kind of music, and the people who are our age. This is a whole nother conversation that we could have about people our age who just won't fucking support anything that is like a little bit better. Like, you know how many motherfuckers that are our age that were just sitting at the fucking Buddies, sitting at Applebee's, sitting at Days Inn whenever
I'm
those
probably a
concerts
lot of them.
happen?
Yeah.
There's so fucking many of them, and not every, like, and I'm referring to an amount of people who would support this kind of music, or they know these guys in this band, or they fucking see these guys in these bands every other weekend, and they're fucking talking to them about their music, but for some reason they're not gonna go. They're gonna sit in the same fucking spot that they sit at every weekend, and they're just gonna drink or they're gonna fuck off. And I'm referring to people who don't have families that aren't like that ain't got better shit to do. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't at the last one, but I'm just being honest. I live an hour away. I had to do family stuff for Christmas stuff the next day. It wasn't plausible for me to come and then go back home the same night. I'll catch the next one.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, but for it's to me, it makes me so mad when I hear people talk about how there's we watched Macomb turn into what Macomb is turned into. Okay, hands down, good, bad, ugly, mostly ugly. We've watched it happen. Everybody who is our age has said the same shit since we were young. There's nothing to do for kids. There's nothing for young people. There's nothing different. There's nothing to do for, not even just for kids. What are the fucking 30-year-olds supposed to do? Go golf or go fucking get strung out? That is the plan. I'm just saying, or you stay the fucking home. And it's like I don't know. Maybe there's something to do around Macomb these days, but to my understanding, unless you're going to get fucked up somewhere, and it's not even really safe to do that in Macomb anymore either.
You can do that at your own damn house, though. Like you can get messed up
Right.
anywhere. Just go.
Right,
Sure.
right. The only thing you can do in Macomb is either go out to Applebee's, Days Inn, any kind of
Yeah.
bar, or you go to the gym, or you go to your buddy's house, or you stay home.
Right. Like, and the thing is, and Clinton them got to do what they got to do for the sake of their own band. But I know that there's another conversation, a broader conversation being had about rekindling something and having something going. The young people have to care. It can't just be us, because that's cool and all, but then it's just really ultimately going to be like 12 to 15 of us at every show that are like, yeah, you know what I'm
There
saying?
was
Like, we're not rebuilding. You don't we're at this point. It's not rebuilding the scene for us. It would be rebuilding the scene for the fact of there's people that can fucking get what we got out of that when we were younger, and get what hundreds of thousands of people got from that when they were younger. It's a good feeling. It's a good place to
yeah.
be.
I think when y'all were younger, it was more of a niche, though. You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
it was cool amongst the youth, but in like the southern area where we were living at, hell no, you didn't have a lot of metalheads, just teen kids. Everybody was gay. If you were
Right.
in
Yeah.
that position, you'd be like a little, you want to fucking dress like that with your tight pants on, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, but like so, and I didn't really know that much about it because I was like not in it, but I knew a
Sure.
little bit about it. So
Yeah.
like I
You were
understood
an
that.
adjacent
Yeah, adjacent, like
an adjacent
affiliated.
figure. Yeah.
Because y'all in it, like I was semi in it. But even now, like when it comes to the youth of today, they don't really have a scene. They have several scenes.
Yeah.
Most of their scenes are online. So it's like they'll go to a show because it's cool to go to a show because hey, I'm a teenager or hey, I'm a 20 something. Like let's fucking go. Let's do something.
Yeah.
But as a means of like trying to support something to keep something going musically, eh,
Yeah.
it's like they're there for the experience, for the vibe. They're not really there for like the actual music in a lot of cases.
Right.
Right. Right.
Some of them are. Some of them are. Like some of them do fuck with the stuff, but others it's something to do.
Right. I just feel like there's such a small and I mean kind of going to what we're saying. There's such a small pool of people, but it helps to have. I mean, you could have if you had 15 people that were riding hard for you on the local level, like where we live or whatever, that's pretty good. If they're going hard for you, making 2 or 3 posts about you every week and telling their friends
Yeah.
about you, that's some good shit. And like, but to get that, you have to have like there's got to be that kind of connection. I would like for my thing is I would like to see Sick in the Summer come play there at some point in the next 2 years and that place be packed out and it be like one of these situations where it's like you can't even really mosh too much because of the fact that there's so many people in there and a lot of the people that are there aren't even super into you know what I want it I'm thinking of like a broad audience for Sick in the
Yeah.
Summer speaking but it has to be those branches have to come out like they have to the roots have to stretch a little bit and the thing is I don't know how to do that in my head though I think about you book you know Clint's band you get fucking 2 or 3 rappers and like 2 bands from out of town or get that fucking that type C band and
Yeah.
we'll go and we'll perform
They would bring a lot of the people from Brookhaven in there because they're like well known in Brookhaven.
well, good. Everybody, it's better in numbers. And I'm telling you, you need like 40 people to 50 people to show up at a fucking garage fucking concert that somehow the neighborhood, wherever these people have it, they let them have it. And that shit goes hard as fuck, and everybody has a blast. And there's
Yeah.
pictures. People take pictures.
It would have to go viral.
It would have
Like
to,
we'd have to do
even
something
if
that would
it's
like bring that scene back in a sense.
even if it's some
That's
local
usually the best
shit.
way.
For 2 reasons. For one, like you just said, Xander, it would need to go viral, even on a local level. I'm talking about all the little kids Snapchats, doing. I say little kids,
Man, what?
whatever. I mean, 18
This
year
nigga
olds,
trying to get us caught
18,
up on God.
18-year olds, 20-year olds, all that other shit.
How about people younger than us?
But I mean, but
Yeah.
still, that's kids to us. I'm a fucking 20-year-old dude. I mean, like we're grown, but it's
Yeah.
but that's but clearly I meant younger than that.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but uh, no, but
That old bear ass
yeah, the mustache, the beard does not help either.
dude.
Makes it
Not at
worse.
all.
Uh, no, but yeah, but also a second reason is because that's the fucking memory builder, bro. That is memories.
Yeah.
When you're in that fucking garage and motherfuckers are sweating and you don't care because the kids in front of you is the first band or they're the second band to play and they're covering fucking Lincoln Park screaming shut up when I'm talking to you in the
Yeah.
middle of suburbia in fucking rural America. They're fucking shut up when I'm talking to you and the fucking angst is there and it gets out. That shit's cool. But not just that,
But
you're
see the
also
problem.
watching the cool ass local
The
pop punk band is playing in a garage
Yeah, that
and
would
we're
be
all
noise.
fucking piled up around each other. Motherfucker falls on the concrete, get him up because if something happens to him, then the show's fucked. Whatever, get him up, pick him
Yeah,
up,
well,
throw
cause see,
the
it's like when you
camaraderie,
have
man.
to. I no, I think that there's plenty of that's there because I mean, most metal shows are kind of like that now, especially since the old Travis Scott thing. But the thing is that like a lot of people who are within their youth culture, like late teens, early 20s, they're all kind of wanting that space
Yeah,
because of the nostalgia that comes with it. It's kind of like when we were kids in the 90s, we had nostalgia for like the damn 70s and the 80s or some kind of shit.
it's a
So of course
justifiable
those
drag in the
people,
chase.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Well, I mean, because they don't have that. Like they
yeah,
didn't have like a lot of the music that they come up with is music that has been like already pushed hard by corporations. It's already pushed hard by social media. Like everybody's a damn industry plant. Like they don't really have to have that authentic artist to follow.
right.
It's mostly just like based upon like social media clicks and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of them will probably love the idea of being inside of that sort of world. And that I guess a lot of us, because like us being like young millennials or whatever, we were kind of at the butt end of it.
But it
We were kind
also
of coming into like the age when it started like blowing up and shit, or
something
over, I guess.
something I will say too, for the sake of on a smaller level, is it's about the community.
Right.
Yeah,
Like, and I know it sounds cheesy, but it's one of the reasons why a
it
lot of these
is.
people away from music or whatever, but they'll say that since when church stopped being such a prominent thing in people's lives, and I'm using church as an example, but they would say that when it stopped becoming a prominent thing in American life, that's when we started to tear down, because it wasn't because of the church aspect, it was because of the community. And it's like instead we've broken into a lot more smaller community. There's more communities, but they're smaller and it's less blah blah. It doesn't matter. But with something like for me, the music scene was a community, and I know, like I said, it sounds corny. It sounds like a broken record, but there's some there
No,
in that
I agree
conversation.
with you on that one.
I mean, it wasn't like I mean, you look at how many people come from broken homes. You know what I'm saying? Like plenty of almost everybody we know comes from broken homes. That if not, God bless them, that's great. Or they wish they would have been in a broken home. You know what I'm saying? Like what all these different scenarios, and that is like, I didn't fucking become a fucking alcoholic because of the music scene. The music scene had nothing to do with me becoming an alcoholic. I'm using that as an example because of the fact that I didn't never felt pressured there. The people I was around were good influences, and I know that I'm not saying that's the case for everybody. Obviously, some people get into fucking Satanism and shit, and eating dogs, and all that other crazy shit. But to me, I'm saying like there's community there, there's good influence there, there's positive affirmation that's not about no bullshit. I mean, as simple as the old "Fight to Die" song. Here in the scene, you fit right in. You ain't got to be a punk to let the fun begin. And at
Right.
home, you might not experience love, but when you come to the scene, we lift your head above. It's cheesy as hell, but there's some there. That shit to me, I think that's cool. And it,
No, I
and
mean, even that line, like you don't have to be a punk to let the fun begin. Like that was back when you could just be in it just to be in it. Like you didn't have to be aesthetically a punk kid. You didn't have to be aesthetically a scene kid. It was just, hey, you don't even have to like the damn music. We're just trying to give you some place to come and chill and hang out, maybe meet some cool people. And like
absolutely
that's very different for like the youth of today because everything's an aesthetic with them.
right.
Like they have to be a punk in order to like get into the little group or whatever.
Thanks to the
So
internet.
it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Because
strange. It's strange.
I
Yeah.
believe that used to that was already an issue, maybe in bigger, where people are more together, as opposed to, like, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously on small in schools and stuff like that, but rural where we live, like, it's always been like, I mean, even look at people who are older that didn't move off, maybe didn't start a family or whatever, and it's just like, hey man, I'm living in this and here, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you just disappear or anything like that, but with the younger people specifically now, it's like you do have we're obviously on the internet right now, but you have the internet. So it's like, oh, I've got this right here. We all love this show, or we all love this channel, or we all love this. Me and all my homegirls gravitate to this. Me and all my homeboys gravitate to this. We're just as guilty of it for other reasons, in our own little pockets, in our own little sub communities. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, none of my homeboys got me into cards. You know what I'm saying? I just randomly got into it, and since then I've had homies that are into it and shit like that. But it's really because of the internet, if I'm being completely honest. But I say all that to say, when you're younger, the way that you click with other people is hella important. Not to get off topic there with the scene thing and the cards, but I had a analogy right here beside me. So,
You niggas, I wrote that shit down.
I mean,
Oh, wait a minute.
Jimmy, you were going to shows before I was. I
No,
mean, I'm pretty sure you and T Frost were at the first show that I went to.
I think the first show I went to was the first show you went to.
No way, for
Whoa.
real?
I think so.
Okay, the first one that I went to was at Good Karma,
Yeah.
and I had the red tie on, the black
Right,
shirt.
right,
It was Fight to Die,
right.
Shaken. Wretched Flamingo was supposed to play, but they couldn't. They didn't because of something about, I guess it was too late or something like that.
And
It
was
was
it like
okay. It was Shaken's EP release for the melancholy liveliness at the roots of world conformity.
right? It was Fight to Die them, and then was that other band called like Abigail Williams or something like that?
There was abrogation years.
The Abrogation Years. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That was it. Okay, so that was your first show.
yeah.
Fucking, that's crazy, man. I don't know why I thought that you had been to some shows before then.
Well, before that, I went to one show that was out by my house, and it was like the Innocent Blueprint played, Shaken played, but I didn't stay. I didn't stay long for that one.
Yeah, I got
But
you.
yeah,
Edison Blueprint. I remember the name, but I don't remember who they were.
they were very emo.
Okay.
Sounds like it.
Yeah,
Hey, look, back then, if you were an emo band, then you were a band. That's for sure. Shout out to Late Monday.
yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I don't know. I digress. I think that would be sick though, and I would love to participate in something like that if we could pull that off. I don't know where they're gonna do it. I don't know how they would pull it off, but I think they should pull it off. I mean, shit. Dakota, call me. I was gonna say if you, even I know he's a big promoter, man. Well, look, there's a cheap way for you to throw a show and for you to build your future audience if you're wanting to continue booking shows in Macomb. Book some raw shit, bro, and make sure the meth heads stay far the fuck away, cause it's supposed to be some fun shit. Motherfucker want to go to the car and take him a couple of shots, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Go spin the block and go smoke a bowl in your car, but don't be fucking snorting heroin at the goddamn punk show.
See, that's what we always had to worry about when
Yeah,
we were
yeah,
young.
yeah,
That was always that damn problem. You like, hey man, someone over there doing meth in the back. I'm like, oh, bro.
yeah, like that one
Okay.
time we booked it on my concrete.
Yeah.
Fight to Die.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude, that shit was fun as hell, bro.
I know.
That's when Gavin played in a band with Jane O'Rourke.
Right.
That was nuts. That shit was awesome though. Uh, isn't there another band from Macomb? Who's the other band from Macomb?
Mm-hmm.
It's not just almost said Silence of Security. It's it's not just
Sick in the summer.
Sick in the Summer.
I really don't know any other band in Macomb that's like.
Bro, is there anybody else? I'm not saying it like, oh, this is a goddamn travesty. I feel like I feel like there would be or should be somebody else.
Not
It
that.
is a goddamn travesty, but I mean,
Well, I mean, if you want to count Type C, because I think they're from like the summit.
they're from out Alex's way. They don't,
Yeah,
Alex.
like I live there or something.
Yeah, I was trying to see what your reaction would be. He one of them Lincoln County boys now.
Hell no.
You're like, fuck that.
I can't even
All the
feel-
Macomb alumni come and knock on your door.
Yeah.
Like,
Cause
oh,
you
so
got one of us.
yeah. No, I live right down the road, man. I'll never
Still
forget.
here.
Uh,
Well, I don't think there's another band around here.
well, there should be. I don't, but I say that, but like, dude, I mean, it took it. I mean, for the little bit of history that all the three of us know, it pretty much took like 5+ years for like Sick in the Summer to actually be able to fully become a band. Like it's been like a work in progress. Like right when I got my phone, like one of the last messages that I received on my old phone was a message from Clint. This is like right when I moved out here, when I actually got a phone, and I had been trapping off the Wi-Fi forever. And then I moved out here because I was like, well, my wife's about to have a baby, so I guess I should actually pay a phone bill. And and one of the last messages I had on my old iPhone was from Clint, and it was something in regards. I'm not going to say exactly what it was, but it was a very, very notch on the belt moment for when the that band was getting started, and it was crazy because of the fact that like they, it feels like, which they've played shows. I mean, they've been doing shows for what, 3 years now.
Something like that.
I don't know. I want to see them do shows like every weekend.
I mean, they got jobs and stuff, bro.
Yeah,
Come
I
on.
know, I know. It's very unrealistic.
So I'm like, damn, bro.
But see, if they were
It's like,
18 year
quit your job.
if they were 18-year-old kids, they would be perfectly fucking fine. And you know what? I will say something too. Shout out to the dudes in Type C, but I hadn't seen no motherfucking thing about no Type C since that show. Where y'all
Me,
at? These boys need to get out here and I don't care if they got to set up at the public park. Just make sure you film it. Set up at the public park and get arrested for
The
fucking
public part.
playing break shit by fucking Limp Biscuit. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this shit. Like, yeah, you're gonna get in trouble, but it's worth it. Don't actually go to jail. I'm not encouraging them to go to jail or nothing, but like that would get a permit to do it. That would be sick. It would be exciting. And when I saw them, all I could think to myself, just write music in this same vein. Like you go copy these fucking songs and just change a couple of notes and just remake this shit. I was like, because this is fun as hell. It is fun as hell listening to somebody play Limp Bizkit and fucking Linkin Park and have I guess the Deftones stuff. All the other shit they were playing was awesome. It was cool. It makes me want to rage out.
Well, see, Brookhaven does have a pretty big music scene. Like they
Right.
have Recess, they have Georgia Blue. Like mostly at Georgia Blue, just like one person playing. But yeah, there's like a big scene down there.
How many
So it's like
non
they
how many non cover metal bands do they have?
very little. Like I
I,
mean, like that was kind of the point I was going to try to make about it too, because it's like it's mostly southern rock, like stuff like Alice. I wouldn't say Alice in Chains southern rock, but like stuff from the '90s, grunge, that kind of crap. And
well,
if it's not that, well, then it's like hair metal
I mean,
or like,
that stuff's more acceptable to playing like
it's like College Town
Tennessee,
shit.
right?
It's not shit though, because I don't want to say that like I'm putting a knock on Brookhaven because in
oh
reality
no, no,
that's
it's I mean
cool. I
shit.
think that's all.
At least they got something going.
Right, exactly. There's something to do, and yeah, sure, you go somewhere and drink your beer and shit like that, but there's still something to do. I mean, it at least gives alternatives to people, and you know what? It makes younger people want to play music. That's what, and to me, that's I think that's one of the bigger things. Wanting to play music is one thing, but in the same breath, obviously, we talk about the community and stuff. I think that shit's great. I think that's tight. But for the nature of like like who are the punk bands up there? And I feel like they used to back in the day. This shit, that whole strip of 55, all the way to Jackson. I mean, fucking all the way up to Tupelo. Like you had people, each town had a band or two that was from adjacent. I mean, Brookhaven had people. Wesson actually had people. You fucking find out some of these cats from these bands are from Bogachita and shit. And it's like there was several bands throughout Summit, Macomb, all the way to Kentwood, like all the way down the strip. Byram, all Byram, Jackson. All Jackson had a million bands, but it's like where'd they go? You know what I'm saying? And now, I mean,
Well, for one thing,
obviously,
MGK made punk music suck, so no one cares about punk.
well, I think politics made punk music
That was
suck.
more of a joke. That was more of a joke. But yeah, but like I don't know. I think it's just I think overall like nobody's really trying to do that down there anymore because everybody's trying to get like jobs and shit. Like it's just
Well. For one, there's really no place to do it down here that you can do it
yeah.
for cheap.
Right.
Do it in
I
somebody's field.
right, right. I, I think I remember the other show for this one. I think they said it was like $2,000 to rent the building, and it was like $800 for lighting
Yes,
and
dude, that
sound.
shit is expensive, and that's another reason why I was saying, man, y'all could have like 4 shows in a goddamn garage for the price that you're
Well,
spending to do
yeah,
the.
but you also got to
Well, I
understand.
used to do it in the churches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's nobody's a Christian anymore, Alex.
Well, not
Well, I
only
mean,
that,
who the majority of people who went to those shows weren't Christian either, though.
But they all
They were just
pretended to
there.
be back then. We were all raised to be that until we turned 18. It's like being straight edge.
you also got to think about it
Yeah,
like this. The churches nowadays ain't gonna allow that to fly anyway.
Yeah, because everybody's gonna be
yeah.
coming in there on fucking fentanyl vape juice, and they're like, "We can't do this. These fucking kids are gonna pass out and die in here."
Right, and you can't do it at the train depot no more because there's been fightings and stuff like that, and stuff like that. So I mean, it's kind of hard to do it around here unless you do it at a venue like
Yeah.
Well,
the
but
theater.
you know what? I will say, they need to try. They need to not assume, and they need to try. Because if they don't try, then we can't argue. People can't argue against leadership in all these different places. It's like you have to at least try. If you're willing to be responsible to hold it down. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, dude. We booked a show a couple of years ago, and I performed at the State Theater. And dude, like we had a good bit of people show up, but like they broke even on the money because it was so much to just run the electricity for that whole evening and shit like that. And it
Yeah, I
was like
remember that.
we had fun, it was a good time, but it was like it broke even. And it's like, well, I want to fucking perform. Why is somebody not like? I mean, I don't know who. I don't know who it's supposed to be. I don't know where it's supposed to be. But I feel like there's somebody that's supposed should have this room that's the size of like a fucking coffee shop or something. And it's like let people come in there and sweat it the fuck out and just turn up. Like that would be just so much fun, and it would be a great time. And people would, you know what they'd do afterwards? They'd go the fuck home, and they'd be like, "Man, we had such a good time in Macomb, Mississippi the other night. It was such a good time." If they could do that like once a month, like that would just be epic and it would be great. Instead, there's a bunch of fucking buildings that nobody uses. I'm going on a tirade. I apologize. I know it's not necessarily what we came here to talk about, but
No, you
No, I'm
good.
good with it. This, yeah, no shit. This is good stuff. Right.
I I just wish I could see that. But the thing is like I don't know, if there's no desire for it outside of I like the idea of planting the seeds. Like I romanticize the idea of planting the seeds, but like in the same breath, like I'm also the same guy who will get on this same podcast and be like, everything that exists right now is totally fucked.
Yeah, everything sucks. We all want to
You know what I'm
die.
saying? Like I'm the same guy who will say that. So I don't know, but I'm like, okay, let's just pretend that things can get better. So that's what I always have to do for myself because I have a kid. That's the main reason why I'm so grounded in that, or I get grounded in that. I'm not always grounded in that, but I come back to that. That's because I have a kid. I'm like, well, you know what? Let's pretend that we actually have a chance at making certain things better. And for me, I remember having a great time in that same area of the state. I used to have a great time looking forward to those types of events, the concerts. My whole life was based around that. Before and after I started playing music myself, that was something that it gave me purpose. It gave me excitement. I know it sounds crazy, but a lot of people know what I'm talking about. It was one of those things, especially when you come from a home that is not an ideal situation. The community and the friends that I made through that, it has played a pivotal part in my entire life. And it seems like it could be one of those things. I've watched that actually happen for other people too. It's not like not necessarily. Shit. I mean, look at Daniel McCorder. I mean, you get that's the big example. Daniel McCorder, came from a very not ideal family situation, and he's a fucking superstar, and he's the vocalist of a band that is, one of the biggest and baddest doing it right now, being Gideon, the band Gideon. And I mean, but even on smaller levels, like there's people who have met their families and I don't know, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
So
What the?
one, so one of your viewers named Yosin Vaz, which is Hoop Mang, said hard for Macomb too because all the properties are owned by the old money, and they don't want anything from Macomb except hold that land.
Until somebody else makes it a better place to be. They just don't want they want to hold on to it until it's not their responsibility to help make it any better and make it any better place. And you know what? I'll be honest, Ming. In all fairness, if I'm those old fuckers, I don't care either. But because they don't have to. They've never had to. Those motherfuckers had never cared. And they never cared. It's this. It's one of those the fallacy of like how they say money doesn't last. It's like it's three generations. They're like that it gets pissed away by the third generation. And it's like these old fuckers with all this old money. I don't know, whole different conversation. But I agree. It's old people. They don't want to show no love. They don't care about that. They definitely don't care about. Uh, they don't give a fuck about us. I'll tell you that much. Look, I'm gonna play this for y'all, and then we can get into our top albums discussion if y'all want to. I got a little thing that I made on my shit. You like that? The little thing that I made on my shit?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I don't even see it.
I know. It's not on. It's not on there yet. I was just thinking
I
about the stupid
I
shit
thought I
I
was gonna
just
look at
said.
the screen and see
Right?
like a little stick man holding something up or something like, but there's nothing.
All right, tell me if y'all
Oh,
can hear
jeez.
this. Can you hear that?
No. Could you
You,
pause it?
oh, okay, okay,
I
okay.
heard something.
Listen, this sounds like shit. All right, I know it sounds like shit, but I was a little rusty, but I was playing around. Let me know what y'all think about this shit.
Yeah, I can't hear nothing.
I can hear it.
I can't hear it at all.
Open this shit up, Jackson. We're gonna fuck you. We're gonna fuck you hard. We're gonna bring Michael
Shut up.
Jackson back tonight, motherfuckers. Let's go.
That's the best way to phrase
Spread
it.
your assholes. Ah,
Lube it up.
ah. Suck it up. Fuck it up. Suck it up. Yeah. We don't give a fuck out here.
Coming to the stage, P Diddy.
Bring back the KK. I'm just joking. What the fuck?
Bring it back.
So
Like, yo, what kind of party?
I recorded that shit. Yeah, I know. Like, oh no, I'm in the wrong spot.
Damn.
I know I said take a lot of pictures. I lied. Uh, but no, I sat down and recorded that shit the other night. I was in the mood, and I had my guitar out. I was like, fuck it. I got on Band Lab and was like, I think I can make a song. The drum options are terrible, but I was just kind of I was making it as a glorified reference track, if you will.
Amen.
Oh. Anyway.
We could hear.
Oh,
What we could decipher. Sound like you had a fucking old Nokia phone playing that shit.
oh shit! I didn't realize it sounded that rough.
Bro, Ming just said, roll fast, McGrady. When the phone starts blasting, open up. We're gonna fuck them.
We're gonna fuck them.
It's
Oh,
like 4 good minutes of just silence, and then we're gonna fuck. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
all right.
I could kind of hear it, but I really I could hear it, but I kind of couldn't hear it at the same time.
that's fair. I was about to say I'll just send it to you guys individually after the fact. Yeah, Brittany just opened the door and said, "Hey, I heard Michael Jackson was coming. We're gonna fuck him.
Support.
Michael's back. We're gonna fuck him. Fuck yeah! Before they bring back Walt Disney, they need to bring back Michael and let us have our way with him collectively.
Collectively.
Oh my God.
I know y'all seen them Epstein
It's gonna be
files.
a world event.
I know y'all seen them Epstein
Mm.
files.
No, really. I
Not
heard it
really.
was like mostly redacted or something.
Yeah.
That was my favorite album drop of the year. No, I'm joking.
You know, blank black
Huh?
spots.
Hang on. We're gonna get into it. We hadn't talked about it yet. No, we're about to.
She's like, Thanksgiving Day.
You
We
already
got you,
fuck.
Brittany.
You already
We
fucking
got you.
know. That's exactly what she's asking
Me
about.
and James are
Hey,
with you.
she wants to know what y'all's favorite album, favorite song off of what's it called? Huh?
Pantene.
Yeah, they both. Jimmy just said it. Yeah, what's y'all's favorite song off that album?
Stickler.
Jimmy
It's
said
somewhere
this.
between the stickler and yikes.
Jimmy said the Stickler, and Xander said somewhere between the Stickler and Yikes. She said it's a Stickler. You can go get your computer out if you want to. You can get in the conversation. I was about to say, I'm sure.
We gonna turn this motherfucker.
I was about to say, I'm sure you'll have more in common with their picks than mine. I love you. Uh, we're gonna fuck him. That's right. She had just shut the
She
door.
left the room.
I forgot my camera was off. We're gonna
Commons
fucking
Friday.
Michael
Like,
Common.
like Shane is dead. That's serious. Like, I'm gonna try this party tonight. He starts snorting coke and shit.
someone, someone get Michael Jackson on the phone. But nah,
Oh, we
yes.
should use that. We should use that as a call out for a breakdown.
Fuck. Where the fuck is Michael Jackson? Would you use AI to make it in Vince McMahon's voice?
Right.
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
That would be hilarious.
Uh, but yeah, so I guess we could get into what we came here for. I
Okay.
definitely wasn't intending to go into a diatribe on the Epstein files. I was
I'm
just
glad you
bringing.
didn't.
I thought
'Cause
it would be.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I thought it would
I
be
ain't
funny to
researched
bring up.
anything tonight.
Alex is like, all right, time to leave.
I don't even know that I would be looking up
Only
what.
20 minutes.
I don't think I have any desire to figure out what it is that they have figured out about the Epstein files at this point.
I'm like, if ain't nobody got arrested, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Look, dude, we knew what Bill was up to. Don't trust the Bill. Bill Gates, Bill Clinton. It is what it is, dude. Just don't trust the Bill. Keep it moving. Uh, but no, I say all of that dog shit to say albums, songs. I mean,
I got a little list.
let's go ahead. You lead us off, Jimmy. I want to follow your lead on this one.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So we all know me. We all know I'm into the heavier side of the music spectrum. So my my number third album is going to be the Netherwalker Odyssey of Despair. It's a kind of a like a love letter to like D&D players or fantasy type stuff because
Sure.
the whole entire album starts off with these little kids pretending to be wizards, warriors and stuff. So it gets into it and it gets really dark and
What kind of
really
music is
heavy.
it?
It's kind of like deathcore. So it gets really heavy, it gets really dark. Uh, one
What's it called?
song,
What's it called again? I'm sorry.
the band's called Netherwalker. The album's called The Odyssey of Despair. Uh, the most known song off of it is either going to be Tavern or it's going to be Battle of Tredam, and it's going to be just Netherwalker's
I,
going to be together.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna play anything. I just want to look them up.
yeah. Uh, Battle of Tredam is really great because the riffs are fun, stuff like that, and then the vocals are just their peak. They're really crazy. They do weird,
Is this
weird.
them right here?
I guess I never. Yeah, that's them.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, that's the album cover. Yeah,
Hell yeah, that's
yeah,
gnarly.
yeah. Like I said, the Battle of Tredown is probably my favorite song off of it because the riffs are fun, and especially the ending with the breakdown and him just like gargling, sounding like crazy with the vocals is just it's there for me.
I was
So
gonna say that sounded dirty, Jimmy. That was a nasty gargling.
it's there. And then
Hell yeah.
of course my number two pick is gonna be Lorna Shores. I feel the ever black festering within me.
Yeah, and I think most people are pretty familiar with Lorna Shore at this point. The
Right.
sounds that this little person can make is
Insane.
yeah.
Insane. Yeah, especially if you listen to like To the Hellfire where he's got that sounds like the demonic pigs coming
Ye-
out, or Into the Earth where it sounds like aliens is about to abduct you. Yeah.
Yeah, that is some sick shit.
Yeah, Will Ramos is insane, and my favorite one off that album is going to be Forevermore. It's the very last song on the album, but it just sets up like this feeling off of it because it starts with the choir and then it builds into like this epic, like you're going on an adventure and you're going to be sad about it. So
That's cool. Yeah, that's exciting. I got you. So keeping it heavy, obviously.
right, and then if I get to my number one, I do have three other runner ups.
Sure. Honorable mentions, as they say.
Right. So one's going to be Fox Lake, The New World Heat. That's more or less like beat down music. Best song off of that is Freestyle. So
Okay.
next up is going to be Sleep Token, Even in Arcadia. Most people know who Sleep Token is.
Yeah, dude.
And then Fit for a King,
Who's
Lonely
gonna
Guy.
kick the door
Fucking.
So Fit for a King, Lonely Guy. Fit for a King is a Christian metal band out from Texas. So
Yeah, they. But I didn't know they were still doing their thing.
they
Fit
are.
for a band. Yeah,
they-
because we used to say this guy looked like Austin Rushing,
right.
but my God, the forehead is there, brother. Austin Rushing. I see that's an insult to Austin Rushing. Look at this, dude. You could host a show on top of this motherfucker's forehead.
so,
Look at him,
realize.
dude. That shit is serious.
But
Damn. Oops. I don't know what I just did. Sorry.
yeah, but my number one album is going to be the Dance Gavin Dance Pantheon. So
Dance, Gavin. Dance. Wow, I just did some crazy shit.
then I do have some singles that released throughout the year that I'm excited to see what they do with next year or when they release the album.
Well, hey, let's take a second to talk about this Dance Gavin Dance album, just because. So they, all the trouble that they had. We've talked previously on the Hideout about Dance Gavin Dance. I want to say the previous album we did like a long talk about it, or y'all and Brittany did, one or the other. What was it? What was the name of the last one? The,
Jackpot
Juicer?
Juicer.
yeah, and that
Yeah.
was the last one that they did with Tillian, their old vocalist. And he's gone since all that shit happened. What do you guys think about the new vocalist? Or I know he's not new, but he's he's definitely he's definitely taken a more astute role in the band.
Honestly, I can't think of his name. What's his name?
Andrew
Andrews.
Michael Wells.
Okay, I do like Andrew's vocals. Okay, it took me a minute to really get used to it because I'm so used to hearing Tillian myself.
Yeah.
Listening to him, but I really do enjoy Andrew's vocals. He does fit well within it. So
Xander?
Yeah, I agree. Like at first, I thought he was kind of trying to bite off Tilling a little bit too much.
Yeah.
And then, but like the further off into the songs that you listen to, the dude does have his own little thing. Because I know he has his own band as well, and I had a few songs from his other band, and he's a pretty solid singer. So
Yeah, it's
yeah, and I got
for
used to him.
for me, I'm grateful that he has songwriting ability, already, you know what I'm saying? Not like it's cool that he's already been like a guy for another band. Like a front guy, like writing cadences and all this other shit. Because I mean, Dance Gavin Dance. I mean, obviously he's been in the band for a while. He knows how they jive, but
Yeah.
that band, every instrument, it'd be on some different shit at any given time. And same thing with the vocals. The vocals be on some different shit at any
Yeah.
given time.
Dude,
And as far as melodies go and the ability to fit in with the music and for them to sculpt it all together, I mean, I think that they fucking nailed it. You know what I'm saying? Like to have a new guy that, I mean, Tillian is not. That's not small shoes to fill as far as their success in his time in the band. Like they've had a lot of growth since he joined that band.
Yeah,
And
that is true. Yeah.
because I
yeah.
mean, we're talking about. I mean, the Dance Gavin Dance as an entity has been around for a very long time. Like they were. I mean, when I first started going to shows, I'm pretty sure they were like playing like big theaters and stuff. So, or at least on tour with bands that were playing at big skate parks and shit like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh,
Right.
so, but yeah, fair enough to have it as your number one, Jimmy, because I know in our world, all of our world, Dance Gavin Dance is pretty much like the top tier. They're about as high up as it gets before you become something different, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, before you become
That's
like
true.
a different kind of band, I think that they have. They've. I don't want to say that they've peaked because what does that mean for that type of consumption, for that music consumption? But I think that as far as they're. I don't want to say there's a separate enough separation between what they are and the rest of their scene because it does kind of feel they do kind of feel a little unique in such a way.
Yeah.
You know what
Just
I'm saying?
swampcore.
Yeah,
Swamp Four, yeah.
exactly. Like maybe they have sons, but like it doesn't necessarily feel that way because for you to make music like that, it has to be obscure, like strangely different. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not going to
Yeah.
come out
Like it's
sounding like Dance Gavin Dance. It might
they're
sound.
probably one of
Go ahead.
they're probably one of the few bands I know that actually took like something that's very niche and made it poppin'.
Yeah, on their own because it's not like that's a giant scene that is popping to me.
No.
Like, I mean, I'm
Hmm.
compared to them. You know what I'm saying? Like the scene might be popping to the niche, group online or whatever across the world that really like that kind of music. But to me, Dance Gavin Dance is just leaps and bounds more popular. Like I see their shit online everywhere, bro. And
Yeah.
it's like people are fans of Dance Gavin Dance. It's not just like I get sponsored ads and shit. Like, it's like nope, motherfuckers be having Dance Gavin Dance in their bio and shit like that.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. I mean, just because, but also I think it's cool that they've seemed to have had success with this new album, even having the new vocalist. Because I thought, as someone who just became a fan of them in the past decade because of my wife, it was interesting to me because I've only known them of having Tillian, and I've listened to other stuff, but I don't give a fuck about none of that stuff. All I want to hear is the stuff that's come out, and that's the stuff that I like the most because
Yeah,
I thought he had chops.
right. I kind of agree with you. I would never really gotten into dance given as it wasn't for Alex here getting me into him.
Oh, damn, that's crazy.
So, but yeah, they
Is
they
it?
they they have a huge fan base, and I think Trapdoor they actually like did part of that in like Japan or something like that.
Oh
So
wow, that's crazy. It's kind of cool though. Xander's like, bring back Johnny Craig.
That's my favorite. You think Tillian was crazy?
Yeah, dude, Johnny Craig, man, he's in a. Man, if you ever get bored, just go on YouTube and be like, "What's Johnny
Yeah,
Craig up
no,
to now?"
Emerosa,
exactly.
uh,
the new
cool.
Roddy Ray.
So, I mean, Xander, did you make a list? You were off the cuff in it. Or Jimmy,
So
did you
like
have any
it's,
final
it's
words to
pretty
cap
short.
that off? Or
I just had some singles that
okay,
I
yeah,
enjoyed.
go ahead. Let's chat that up.
So they're gonna be Ice Nine Kills Laugh Track. Me and Alex went and saw them back in June.
Yeah,
It
Yeah,
was
that was fun.
Yeah, it
that's
was really
awesome.
great. Yeah. Number two is gonna be Gideon's Wrong One,
Okay, hell yeah.
and then my probably favorite tracks single so far has been Burials Off on the Dark. So
Okay.
yeah,
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, Gideon has. I think they dropped. Did they drop two singles this year?
They did.
Yeah, yeah. They fucking whatever they did with Sirius XM or Sirius Radio or whatever.
I
They
think it
must
was.
have.
I
They
think it
must
was
have.
Octane.
I was about to say they must have did some kind of partnership with them because they did that cruise with them, and like we had when we bought Brittany's car, it came with like some kind of like pre whatever service for it or whatever. It's like basically like a sample service, and on that station, like the heavy metal station, which I guess it was Octane or something like that, like their song played in the fucking rotation, bro. Like I bought this car off the lot and it comes with this and for this time period, you know what I'm saying? Like this is one of the songs that play. I'm like, man, hell yeah. Like that's so cool, you know? Like how do you I don't know. It sounds it's a very random thing, but how many of those fucking cars are sold and people have those stations that they accidentally turn it on in this fucking band? I don't know, it just seems cool. And, you know,
When I when I got my new truck, I got a 3 month subscription to.
oh, that's cool. Okay, yeah, so like some
Yeah.
similar shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, good for them. That video is weird as fuck. It's like, I mean, I like the whole Southern shit or whatever that they get in, that they lean into. But like sometimes I'm like, okay, dude, like this
I
kind of
like
gay. It's kind of gay, you know. No, I'm just joking. I'm
I,
just joking.
I, I like the breakdown in it, so
The
it was
fucking
fun.
song is hard as hell. I mean, the video is cool too, man. It's also like that fucking video did like higher numbers than like any song they've ever done. Like it just fucking through the moon on YouTube and shit. It's just
Right.
crazy. Uh, Probably bots though. 6ix9ine told me that it's bots. Uh,
6 9 so
oh, dude, he's outside. Atlanta's flipping, bro. Fuck the streets.
Oh yeah, I saw that dumb shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. Another podcast. Uh,
Yeah.
but
Another
no,
day.
yeah, yeah. So the singles, I was about to say I could list off a couple of singles. I could list off three singles specifically by one band. Uh, Xander, back to what we were saying right there. Jimmy listed off his singles. Xander, did you say that you said you off the cuff like normal?
Yeah, like well, I mean, like mine is by default gonna be Pantheon.
Yeah.
Uh I've been listening to newest shit. Flesh Waters album, the newest album, I think it's called 2020 2001 or something like that. Hold up, let
Okay.
me look this shit up. I just listened. Sorry, I just listened to this shit. There's only because there hasn't been a lot of stuff I've been listening to though. Oh yeah, Fleshwater discography. The newest album is called 2000 in Search of the Endless Sky. It's kind of like a shoegaze band. I've been
Okay.
listening to them on and off for the last few years. It's pretty good.
That's cool.
But outside of that, Low, I let it in and it took everything.
Right.
That's
That's a
probably
good album.
always going to be in that bitch somewhere.
Yeah, it's a
And
good album. Stays on my rotation.
Pantheon for me was probably number one because my Spotify says that it is. Uh,
He's
that's yeah.
he's like an I'm inclined to believe it.
I can't believe it. It says I've listened to. It says I listened to the Stickler like 24 times, probably within one day. Like I was heavy on this shit for like a good little minute. I have a few Sleep Token songs on here. Got some Georgia Smith on there. Uh, yeah, that's about it. Womp Womp Citizen. That's another good band. Like Roses, Thornhill. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Boop. That was it. Yes.
See, look, at least I feel good. At least I can say that I'm bringing something to the table that you guys haven't at least mentioned. Uh, I have a lot of like music that I've gotten put onto this year, but like full transparency, the only full albums that I probably listen to, like I mean, I barely listen to any. Like if I'm being
Yeah.
honest, like and it's crazy. I feel like I hardly listen to music, but been listening to it more and more lately. But I listen to so much old shit.
Yeah.
But with that said, I've liked. I think that that Don Broco has gone 3 for 4 with all their new singles. I don't know if maybe you guys are like past.
Yeah.
as I said, I don't know if you guys are past that wave already, but I'm kind of still a new Don Broco fan, and I fucking have fanboyed out for all of those songs except for the most recent one. It just did not do it for me. But who cares? I mean, they gave me three fucking bangers that I can't stop playing over and over again. Uh, and they had to grow on me. Some of those melodies had to grow on me because I'm like, this sounds like kind of corny, but I'm like, fuck it, this shit is hard, dude. Like, and it is. It's mass appeal as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of. I mean, their music to me has always been that way. Just going like since I started listening to them in the first place, I was like their music just sounds like a fuckload of people would like this, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's very easy to listen to. They're a bunch of handsome men that play music and have fun. They're not trying to be too serious very much, but their music just sounds really big. And they've continued that trend. And the shit is heavy. Like that's the thing. Like it's not. I don't fucking understand. And their other music is like this as well, but their other music is like this as well. But I just don't understand how it can be like such pretty boy music, but it is so fucking heavy. Like they have like that disappear, disappear. That shit is hard as fuck, bro.
I wish I knew what he was talking about. Sounds
Yeah,
kind of
like
cool.
why would you trust me? I'm like, bro, I don't, I don't, I don't at all. I'm just a fool with a
And
mic. That shit goes so
like
fucking
you see,
hard,
I
bro.
remember cellophane. Cellophane went real hard. I
Oh
remember it's
yes,
like
dude.
Brittany basically put me on him. And, I was fucking with a lot of these stuff for a while. But
Dude.
yeah, like pretty. I mean, it's kind of like, it's the same thing for like Sleep Token. It's like you
Yeah.
know they're basically scene adjacent music at this point, even though they started out really heavy as hell, and now they're kind of like a good mix between like pop and I guess metal. It
Yeah,
works.
I think
Kind of
sleep.
like what Bring Me the Horizon. A lot of stuff that they do pretty much works.
I think Sleep Token is an industry plant.
I
Yeah,
think
definitely.
President is an industry plant, not Sleep Token.
No, probably both of them, dude.
Same man.
Well, here's the thing: Sleep Token
Same
didn't
dude
really
from
get
Downpour.
popular until their third album when they
Yeah.
started getting big. You know, President they come out with these couple singles, and now they're already playing
Hi,
these big festivals.
very highly produced, by the way. Like
Right,
very highly produced. All
right.
it's a big marketing or apparatus that seems like it's around that one thing, which people can invest like that and hope that it works out. Clearly, it has. You know, that person's clearly getting paid to perform at those festivals. You know what I'm saying? They're not like opening the festival. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how'd you get in this position to be able to do this? And I guess maybe because of the internet, and that would be, why you would get placed at an X spot on a festival. But is there any leads as to who that is?
I don't know. I can't get into their music personally. I tried. I just can't do
Yeah,
it.
me neither. Seems like they're just copying off everybody else or something. It's kind of weird.
It sounds like AI.
Yeah, probably is.
That's what I forgot which song it is. I want to say Britney showed me one of their songs. It was
Yeah,
from.
I would say to James' point though, I feel like Sleep Token kind of just found a pocket and it worked. And
Right.
also like there was a time as well, like just the timing when like that sort of music is getting a hell of a lot more popular across the board.
Yeah.
Uh, but with Don Broco, I mean, I kind of say like I feel like Sleep Token's a little bit more well known than Don Broco is,
Absolutely.
They are, yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking
but
huge, dude.
yeah, they're still a pretty damn big band. On, I mean, they kind of have like that mass appealing sound that kind of like covers all areas. So I mean,
If this
when
was,
we were
if this
younger, that
was,
kind of shit would piss people off because it's like, oh, what the fuck, the concept of being seen is that you had to be niche, right? At
yeah,
least when we were like young and dumb. But now it's like, dude, it fucking sounds good. Whatever, I don't care. Like,
yeah. Sometimes shit is popular because it's good.
yeah,
And I mean, in all reality, I don't think that, despite the earlier part of our conversation, I don't think a band has to be classified as a fucking, scene band to be good. Like as far or be somebody worth supporting.
yeah,
I think that these guys probably definitely have a background in that. but it's like it's four dudes, and it's like been the same four guys for like forever, and it's just like, well, this is the fucking definitely the music they want to make because they've evolved. They were real soy when they were like their early stuff was hella soy, like, but something happened and eventually they're like how many bands do you know that get heavier and as they get more popular? Like I feel like that never happens. It is like almost always the opposite.
No,
Yeah.
just take a look at what the Devil Wears Prada just released, which they came up with Flowers, and their last two albums have been going towards mainstream. So
Yeah, I was about to say I hadn't heard much of it, or I hadn't heard anything by them in years.
yeah, their newest album, Flowers, just came out in November. It's pretty good, and they went more mainstream with their music on this one, whereas less heavier riffs and screaming in it. So
I mean, I'm all for
You
some
see a
devil.
lot of those people, their damn vocal cords get, messed up over time after doing that kind of stuff. So
right,
Dude,
one band asking Alexandria, they over the summer did this tour, and they were playing some of the older tracks, and they had the backing track to it with Danny screaming.
yeah, he got cooked.
He got cooked for it.
Yeah, he got cooked online for that.
well, I mean, but see, it's sad though, because I mean, like he's been saying that for years. Like that's been a well-known fact with him having vocal issues, and essentially why he had to like transfer over to like different music, and like, it's not going to be the same.
Right.
Like
That's
if you
one
just
reason
let that
why.
go.
It's also the same reason why Bring Me the Horizon had to pop their sound up a lot was because Ollie threw his
Yeah,
vocal cords out and had surgery on him. Yeah, he still screams in some of it, but it's not like
yeah, it's selling.
what it was when Count Your Blessings came out.
It's a tale. It's a tale as old as Live in Texas. It's the
Hook,
I
line,
say
and
that I say it because of what happened with Lincoln Park. The same shit happened to Chester, and they couldn't perform for like a whole year. He couldn't perform live, and then afterwards they wrote their music to where he was not fucking screaming like that because I mean you notice that shit was I mean he still did ended up doing it live, but they didn't write more music like that. He did
Yeah,
not scream to anywhere near as much in later music, and it was. I mean, they say it's because of that because they want. And he also learned how to scream a different way, that
right,
did not tear his shit up. But they were young, dumb, and fucking Lincoln Park. So I mean, like interesting thing though. But it's just and also Bert from it happened to him from the dude from the Used.
right.
It also happened to
oh yeah,
Obel.
no, I can see it happen to his ass. He
Yep.
would just be screaming some crazy shit.
The guy from Avenged Sevenfold, it happened to him as well. All this happened
Yeah,
early in their careers too, uh, and they fucking had to take time off of being vocalists, and it fucked their band's wave up. But obviously, they all did well afterwards. But I think it's just from not taking care of yourself and touring all the time,
yeah.
probably.
Right, right.
Uh, I don't know, man. There's been a lot of rap music that's come out, but I mean, dude,
Nobody cares anymore.
I was about to say, pretty much anything that has come out has been very forgettable because I mean, clearly the charts think the same. Uh,
No, it's just the charts aren't pushing it anymore. Like it's been
yeah,
forgettable for like 10 years plus, really. But the charts aren't pushing anymore. The internet's not pushing anymore. Like country has it now, so they're giving it to country.
yeah.
It's like, well, fuck it, yeah,
I
right.
feel, I feel like I heard Nokia by Drake 750 million times, and
Stupid.
and then I heard, the the three fucking Kendrick and SZA songs about
Yeah.
650 billion times, and then the summer came,
Bro, it
and
would just
and,
pop
and
up on my phone for no reason, dog. It is on my list. It's one of my most played songs. And I'm like, bro, I never tried to play this on purpose.
dude, shit's crazy, bro. And then the summer came, poof. Or like after the summer, like midsummer or whatever, poof. Never heard nothing about no fucking
Yeah.
rap music. If only rap music I heard is if I heard it on Instagram somewhere and I went and looked it up myself. There's no fucking anything else. Like it's just bam, 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 and then there it all goes. It vanishes. It's weird. Some weird shit, but
Yeah,
Where
uh,
I
it's
don't think
just
I've
like
heard.
it's the time. Like nobody cares about it anymore. Like of course you
it's
got artists who still release good shit, but
I have theories. I think it's because fucking Drake is suing him, and now everybody's realizing that they can't
So Drake's
fucking
gonna kill hip hop.
dude. Well, hey, listen, maybe Drake and Kendrick both did it because Kendrick said he was watching the party die. So who knows? Depends on who you ask. But
I mean, the thing is, the party don't die just because they say it does. If anything, it'll get better now because you don't have to worry about like
yeah,
shit just leaking through everywhere.
yeah,
Like
but
it can
it's
go back to being what it was.
I'm not necessarily saying it's a bad thing, but at all because it's just interesting. It's going to be curious to see what rich people decide to do so they can avoid going to jail. I mean, and how much it's going to negatively, how much they are going to
Just be
find a way
rich.
for it to negatively affect the artist again. I think it's better to clean the swamp, drain the swamp if possible. But they're basically essentially saying like in YouTube just announced that after in January they're not going to count their stuff towards Billboard accrediting anymore. They're separating themselves from it and they're going to do their own shit. And that's interesting. That is interesting. I don't know that it's because Drake sued him. I do know that for one, there's a lot of people who dig into the fact of like how much is streaming actually worth and how much is blah blah blah, and a lot of that stuff is coming to a head with Spotify, and I think that they probably will have to do some different kind of regulations. Otherwise, Saudi Arabia is just going to own everything because those are obviously directly connected.
I mean, I think overall, like most people just get into their own little pockets and they listen to the same music over and over again, right?
Yeah,
So, like when it comes to the Billboard Top 200, Top 500, whatever the hell you want to call it, it hasn't really been relevant for a while. Usually, what they do, they look at what people stream on the internet, and then that becomes the top.
I mean they have numbers that they go off of, but they also, I mean, there's been so much information that's come out in the past 2 or 3 years about how you can buy a number one. Like you can buy
Yeah,
that many
but
plays and it be from the right places, and it's not going to get flagged, and you will be, you can get, and that's another reason why I guess YouTube is no longer going to be involved because YouTube probably plays a major factor in that.
oh hell yeah,
And it's one of the things that I was talking about with 6ix9ine because 6ix9ine was like, I told y'all 4 years ago that you could fucking buy a number one. He's like, why do you think that my fucking and all look they're pulling back since he came out here just recently bringing it up again. Him and like there's like 3 or 4 other artists already that they have been getting their RIAA like plaques like getting like say if you've got double like it's 4 times platinum, what actually is only 2 times platinum, and it's
yeah.
because they're like, yeah, this is all fraudulent. Like they're going back and doing like retroactively doing this shit, and it's like it's gonna cause problems, I think. But like I said, another conversation for
Well, I
another
mean,
time.
no, because I like look on it. Like
No,
I'll
go
be
ahead,
real.
go
Like
ahead. Sorry,
my thing on it is this. Like when all that SoundCloud stuff dropped, we were all very confused. And it wasn't just because we were like old men. We were all in like our fucking early 20s when a lot of that shit started happening.
yeah,
And like the concept was that these are the new artists. They're good. Listen to them. Everybody loves them. They're making all this good music. They're the best.
yeah,
That shit was fake, like all the way through. Even
yeah,
Travis Scott admitted that like most of his music was boosted up by bots or boosted up by like knowing how to control the algorithm correct.
yeah,
So I mean, like, it's not to say that the music is bad. Like, I think some of it was good, some of it was decent, but for these people to become like overnight stars based on what a lot of people would probably consider to be like at least mid to high music was crazy.
yeah,
And so, yeah, I wouldn't doubt that a lot of them now are being found out as, having some fraudulent crap being played out. Because, I mean, it was so many of them. It was like consistent thing. You remember like the meme jokes were like, man, the return of the little people and all that shit. Like everyone was just going crazy about how like it seemed to be manufactured.
right.
So
And
I'm just glad for
while
validation.
while I do completely agree with that, what's fucked up is you expect for the labels not to participate in that same kind of behavior with signed artists of alleged integrity. Like there could be artists today, like Nepo Baby Travis Scott, who have been getting boosted and they never even knew.
Yeah,
Now, I personally think that someone like Travis Scott would know. That somebody like Drake would know. Like somebody like Kendrick would know if they were getting boosted. And if I was one of those artists if I wasn't, just a fucking actually in on that, then I would be pissed if I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like because now I can't. I don't even
Yeah.
know how to defend this. What am I supposed to say? Like, how do I defend my legacy after this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
Well, I
you.
mean, well, let's keep it a stack. How many of them do you actually think just, oh my God, I didn't know that I was being boosted at a time when like records really aren't selling as well as they used to?
Yeah, I'm sure. How many? You're right. How many? They're probably the ones who give the go ahead on that kind of stuff. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But
Like
like,
they had to find ways to stay relevant.
but labels participate in this beyond a level that fucking your average national act could reach. Like but they use it with so many things, and it's like to a point where it's like total manipulation of, not only is it manipulation of, you know, just numbers, it's manipulation of people, it's manipulation of people's fucking minds, and
Yeah, but I mean, that's music.
I
That's the
mean,
music and movie industry overall. Like the majority of pop stars that we grew up on were fucking basically, I wouldn't say nepo. Some of them may have been nepo babies, but they all came from Disney.
and we
NSYNC, Britney
that's
Spears, Christina Aguilera.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
they got farmed out,
Yeah,
but
like
but
I don't think there's been any big act that has like the concept
that's
that like a lot of people love, especially within like our generation, the generation after us, is that it was real. It's very authentic, you know, like the ooh, Clairo sings this little dream pop song in her bedroom and now she's the hottest thing. You know, I think her parents put her in like even within the indie scene it's faked a little bit.
well, but it's not quite as bad as it is in Korea, at least.
Hell no, Korea's it's all
K-pop.
bad.
K-pop.
They dying on stage.
J
I saw a video of somebody get hit with like a freaking light or something,
bro,
and they just like got them back up. I'm like, God,
I
no.
saw this story where this girl apparently got dropped from her whole project and her band and her team and everything because of the fact that she was with a dude, and she was like, apparently it's like a no dating policy while you're in the program. And this is
That is
like the Korean, South Korean like K-pop market or whatever it is.
Well, yeah,
yeah, the mafia is tight on
that's
that
the
shit.
same for J-pop as well. You know, Japanese idols, they can't have boyfriends, they can do nothing like that. So,
That's so crazy.
well, it's because they
Yeah,
got to
they
keep
gotta
up that
keep
image of their
yeah.
innocent and stuff like that.
Fair enough.
They can't be somebody's girlfriend. They had to be everybody's girl.
Right, right,
Fair enough. That makes sense.
right.
It
Stupid
doesn't.
shit.
It doesn't, but it does.
I mean, it does for the sake of. I mean, we just care less, I guess.
No, it's
Ooh.
stupid.
Does it mean that Japanese men have higher standards,
No,
or
it
does
probably means they have no. I mean,
Kinda,
no, we ain't about to go down there, bro. Because I was
no?
about to say
kinda.
some real fucked up.
What is the demographic of folks that would prefer a virgin?
Well,
I mean,
so first of all,
are any of them virgin?
Well,
in
that's
Japan,
if that's what the implication is,
so
purity of some sort.
in Japan, if you're an idol or you're in some kind of like you know position like that, you have to be pretty much pure because of the fan base. A lot of the fan base is going to be men. It's going to be teens to men in their grown fucking 60s.
Yeah.
It's just how it is.
Wow. But aren't they sexualized though to a certain extent? Isn't like
They
they're
are,
all
yeah.
sitting up there?
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Okay, so like that kills the whole implication that they're pure.
Certain, I
So it's
mean,
like they have to be pure for the men, basically.
right,
It's like they had to put off this idea that like, ooh, I'm hot for you, virgin dude beating off to my pillow,
right.
and
Well,
nobody else. Yeah,
there's also the culture of Japan. Japan
it's
doesn't
just
really care
morals.
about. Japan doesn't really see sex as like love stuff like that. They see
Yeah,
just
I
sex
heard that.
as just like an activity you do. That's it.
Yeah.
So
TED Talk.
You know,
Yeah,
learn something today, y'all.
that's crazy. That's some wild shit. because
mean,
I think about like obviously there's a massive market in the United States for sure, but I imagine the whole Western world, but for sure in the United States. But it just makes me wonder who is more deviant. Like for us, like why would there be a 60-year-old man that's like fapping it to the K-pop stars? Like what is that? And I know that's not like everybody who's a fan. My son
I'm
loves
like,
that
what you
fucking
mean?
show, that movie, the K-pop Demon
K-pop
Hunters.
Demon on us. I
Yeah,
heard it was good.
that
Like I
fucking
heard it was a solid
I was
show.
about to say that fucking psyop of a film. It got me too. I love it. It's great. It's a fun ass movie. Songs are awesome, but it's a psyop, and it got me, dude. But
Well, I mean,
I
like, so one of the girls who sings on it is actually I think her name is like Aubrey or Audrey Nunez or something like that. But she was already pretty big. She had songs with Jack Harlow before he blew up, and
oh
she
wow,
kind of
okay,
like good. Yeah, she did like decent R&B music for a minute.
that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Is that Rooney?
I don't know which one it is.
I don't know. I don't know which one's Rooney,
Like
but I just
all I know is that I saw them perform it live, and I was like, hey, that's old girl.
yeah, that's the old girl.
that's
I,
awesome,
I know nothing about it. I've never seen it.
dude. The songs on there slap. I mean,
I won't lie.
it's brainwashing me, dude. I mean, I probably got 6, 7 imprinted on the inside of my skull,
Oh, okay.
or
No.
some shit like that.
I mean, I won't lie. There's some K-pop that I do like, but so
But you ain't fucking with that mainstream shit, is what you're saying, dude. You don't give a fuck with the suburbanites are watching. You listen to
Well, it's
that good shit that we ain't never fucking heard
no.
of and don't know how to pronounce. It's like when
Come on,
people
man.
are into dubstep, they're like fucking Skrillex is a fraud.
so
They're
there
like,
was this
I listened to Dub Squawk 7000.
I listened to AI before AI was made.
Oh yeah, dude. I just dropped fucking acid in my eyeballs and I'm about to go to the sun.
so there's this K-pop artist called James Lee. He's a male K-pop artist, and he recently just released because South Korea doesn't have any kind of like metal scene or any kind of like scene like that at all.
Yeah.
So he just recently released a metal song, and it's actually pretty decent. So I forgot the name of the song, but
Wait, hold on. So you said they don't fuck with metal that much over there? What
hmm
if we just made a fake band profile and used AI to make some songs and be like, we're from Seoul? And just be like, fucking, yeah, dude, we're the fucking representing Seoul. Like, that's gonna
This
be
is
hard, bro.
Bollywood metal.
And the whole fucking thing is like, fuck North Korea, burn in fucking hell, fuck North
All from the
Korea.
comfort of our own homes, right?
Yeah, yeah, dude. In South Mississippi, not giving a fuck, bro. Like about the outcome, just like
They're
we're
down there having a whole damn civil war, burning each other alive in the streets. And we're just like, man, this yeah. How about another one?
There's a fucking revolt. All the daddies, or excuse me, the mama boys, they revolt. They fucking listen to our music and they're like, "This is the time, dude." And they're like, "Fuck the demilitarized zone. We're jumping the fence." Fucking just start raining mortars
This is
down on
Moses everywhere.
Seoul. Fuck.
We're about to lose Korea. All of Korea, South and North, is now gone.
It's fucking gone. China's like, what happened? What the fuck happened? We had a plan. That shit would be crazy, bro. Kim Jong Un just.
Mang says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! They're talking about unifying. Bad timing for this band, bros.
Not today. Not today. Yeah.
Not today."
Instead of God hates us all, it's Kim hates us all. That'd be fucking crazy. And it's all AI. We just made it up.
Conversation with you, just all in.
Damn, dude, that'd be
So I mean, will,
nuts.
will we even get money from that though? Because I'm trying to get money from it now. Dog.
I
I ain't
mean,
trying to just
that's the
watch.
point. I don't want them to have a civil war. I don't want them to revolt. I just want them to pay
Oh,
us.
okay.
I just want to make money off of it myself. I mean,
Oh,
shit, dude.
never mind.
You know, what would be some real bullshit. What would end up happening is we would do that, and the people who would get into it would be like our soldiers that are based over there, and they're like, "Yeah, we found this fucking sick ass local fucking band. Nobody knows who it is, but we love them." And then it just transfers back over to America, and it's like, man, fuck. And now we can get pennies to the dollar for fucking every play we get over here. I had to still have to beg people to listen to our music.
Hey, can you guys please listen to our music while you're killing each other?
Yeah, we're digitally sponsoring ads and
During the
in
war.
over there like to our soldiers that are over there just so they'll get the music to come back. It wouldn't be worth it at that point, and it would be really disappointing. We'd have to spend too many credits on our AI app, whatever we'd use to make our music.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
But I mean, it is
Now
an
it's real. Now
it,
it's
it
now it's a real situation. Now I'm just like, it's not even.
it's a good psyop idea for the American government. You know what I'm saying, dude? Just get fine. Maybe polka music. I bet it's not very popular in South Korea. I don't think that they have a polka club in downtown Seoul. Where
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him, man.
I mean, I don't think that there's a big, gypsy or fucking, Polish, ascension over there in South Korea.
All it takes is one, bro. You just
All
need.
one, we need one Polish fella and one gypsy, and we're gonna get them to start a polka club in Seoul,
Yeah.
and they're also gonna host local punk shows. There's got to be punk rock in South Carolina. There's got to be. There's probably not punk rock in South Carolina, but there's got to be punk rock in South Korea.
Maybe.
Another evil pay per play AI app. I don't know. I just know what Gong says is, there's not really that big of a metal scene over there. Or, really a metal scene over there because everybody's into K-pop. Now, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure there is, like a rock scene over there, but it's just
yeah.
not like, because there's some, K-pop artists that do, have
Okay, check this
rock,
out. Check this
rock
out.
elements.
Yeah, I got you. This right here, I just typed in is there punk rock in South Korea? And the AI overview, on Google says yes, punk rock has a vibrant scene in South Korea known as Joseon Punk. I'm sure I mispronounced that. With a rich history dating back to the 90s, with pioneers like Crying Nut and No Brain. Crying Nut is wild
Oh
work.
yeah,
That's what I'm talking about, dude.
that's crazy.
That's a ride right there. A Crying Nut, ooh, it's good sleep
That's a good
afterwards.
time.
Bang says it'd be mostly underground.
Yeah, certainly, I imagine. Diverse styles. The scene isn't monolithic. It includes pop punk, Crying Nut, chaotic punk, Betty Ass, Oi, Rum Kicks, and Pokey Manchi, skate punk, Drinking Boys and Girls Choir, Monkey P Quartet, and ska punk, Monkey Gang War. They fuck with monkeys out that way.
Yeah, they thought they did.
They fuck with the monkeys out there. Okay. Yeah, I've never heard of any of these bands, but that's cool. I fuck with that. Shout out to the South Korean punk bands. It's probably that. I mean, that's probably a psyop, though, right? I mean,
I guess everything's aside.
but right? I mean, punk rock in South Korea. I mean, what are they fighting against over there? North Korea. Undoubtedly, the punk rockers are not. They're probably like, North Korea, come on in. North Korea, you can win. North Korea, fuck our government. North Korea.
Dude, cheerleaders.
I
Oh,
mean,
Wukong, man, crying nut.
banana.
Honestly, it's probably them. Because when they turn 18, when men turn 18, or when, the males turn 18 over there, they do have to go into the service. So it's probably them, bitching about that.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't want to go and fight in your
I
war.
mean, there's always like some sort of form of rebellion thing.
Yeah, because like punk rock, like these days in America, is in a weird place. It seems.
Yeah, no, they would have to listen to like the old shit. They definitely couldn't
I
listen
don't
to like the
understand.
newer stuff at
I
all.
listen to no punk rock that's been.
That
It's
moves
turnstile
me.
punk rock.
What?
Technically, I said it's
No.
turnstile. Technically, punk rock,
I don't.
If
pop
they
punk.
politically align with the mainstream fucking government, then no.
I,
I'm just
I don't really like Turnstile. Like I like them, but I don't like them at the same
Me
time.
neither.
I mean,
I don't hate them. I've listened to their newest album a lot, but I've never really listened to much of their stuff before that.
the only reason why I listen to them is because our buddy Sam, when since us three have been trying to do this music thing, he's like, "Hey, let's incorporate some of this." I've given it a listen to. I don't really like them.
They're like the new A Day to Remember, and I mean that in the sense of how
No,
people.
no, don't you play
No,
them like that.
No,
Don't do it.
what I'm saying is people fanboy out on them, and it kind of burns me. It's like, okay, I don't even care right now to
Yeah.
be a fan of this. That's what I mean by that. I mean, Turnstile is infinitely bigger than A Day to Remember, but uh, just to throw that out there.
they're just like
No.
a harder version of like pop punk. That's all what they are.
I mean they're hipster punk for sure. I mean, but
Yeah, that
they're
is a good way to
huge.
describe it.
They're a huge band. They did a really good job at cultivating several different scenes on their rise to where they are now, and it has worked in their favor. I mean, they went on tour. 2 years ago. They were on tour with the Suicide Boys, and they are playing before Justin Bieber and shit now at Coachella. So
Having
Damn.
people take a shit on the out in the gathering area.
yeah, like they're moving different. They're riding the wave of modernity for sure. They probably were like giving out COVID vaccines at their shows and shit too, but I don't even think they were there yet at the time. They would now if they had COVID vaccines now. They probably would be
Damn.
totally down.
He blew up around COVID, I think.
I was about to say
Because
that.
I remember seeing like the music videos a lot. Cause see, there was a time on YouTube where they had like music videos being pushed during ads.
Yeah,
So like the ad with it itself would be a fucking music video, and that's how I ended up finding out about it.
interesting.
Which I thought was a pretty cool time. Like I don't see that shit anymore.
you
So
know,
so you're saying they're a psyop?
one band I'm kind of happy to see gaining the attraction is Knock Loose.
Yeah, they've definitely blown up.
Yeah, thanks to Poppy and Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, dude. It's kind of cool though. I gotta admit.
Isn't it Omens?
What?
Who blew up Bad Omens that you're talking about?
No, Knocked Loose.
Oh yeah. Hey, that shit go hard.
Mainly because of their
Yeah,
collaboration
yeah,
with Poppy, and then
with
Jimmy
Poppy.
Kimmel blew him up, and then they played Coachella. So
See, but that
Yeah,
was like the kind of cool thing about that. Like Jimmy Kimmel done did it, but there used to be talk show hosts who would have like musicians like that on often.
that's true.
So I don't know,
yeah,
like maybe he's trying to bring that wave back and like,
I
let's
mean,
bring in some.
back in the
a
day,
lot of
yeah,
people forget this, but Asking Alexandria was on Jimmy Kimmel's show too.
I didn't know that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that shit was nuts. That shit was crazy. It was obviously a long time ago, but Jimmy Kimmel had them motherfuckers on there. I'm pretty sure they had a Day to Remember on there too. But either way, that's still a big look. I mean, we're talking about fucking big ass bands here at this point. So for Knocked Loose to be fit into that category, uh,
Well, especially for Knocked Loose to play something like Coachella, though, it's just
yeah, that's where I'm talking about like the needle moving right there. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't give a fuck about Coachella, but motherfucking people who they pay a lot of money to go to that shit, so like they're booking that stuff for the taste of what's out right now,
Yeah.
and obviously with a heavy vanilla lean, obviously, for all the different styles of music that white people really like. That's why sometimes rappers get the headline, but yeah, I can't remember who headlined actually this most recent year. But I do know that when Frank Ocean was supposed to headline, he didn't.
See, yeah. Like isn't that this whole thing? Like people be like,
Yeah,
"Oh my God, Frank, he's finally showing up," and he just does. He does that like 5 years in a row.
I don't
Coach,
know.
the Coachella we'll wrap it. We can wrap up here in just a minute, but I did want to read this. The Coachella lineup for 2026. The two headliners for okay, well, two of the headliners. One of them is Sabrina Carpenter,
Of course.
and yeah, exactly. Uh, Vanilla. Okay,
Really?
so Friday night one. This actually gets kind of cool though. Sabrina Carpenter, the XX, 9 Inch Noise, not 9 Inch Nails, but 9 Inch Noise. Disclosure, Turnstile, Ethel Kane, Dijon, Teddy Swims, Sexy Red,
Hell yeah.
Sexy Red, Central C, Devo, Moby, uh, and then
They
I'm
just
sure,
doing shit. Nah.
yeah,
Who's half these artists?
No,
I,
I've heard of a few of them.
me
Like
too, me,
Devo's old as
yeah,
hell.
Devo's from way, and they also, yeah, also Foster the People. I've heard some of these people. Jimmy, we probably could go through some songs, and you would be like, "Oh, I know what that song is," you know. But same for me. Like I know songs by all these people. Moby is definitely hilarious because Eminem. Yeah. Anyway, night two, which is Saturday, and this is for both weekends, is Justin Bieber. And to keep it even more white, The Strokes, Giveon, Addison Ray, Labyrinth, Interpol, Sway
Damn.
Lee. Yeah, Interpol's wild. Pink Panthers, Rez. I don't know any of those people, so yeah, ta ta. And then we'll go down here, and on night three, both weekends, Carol G. Uh, is the headliner. Young Thug, Cascade, Big Bang, Major
Damn.
Lazer, Iggy Pop, FKA Twigs, Clips. I'm surprised that they don't have like Clips headlining. Fucking sweating wieners out here.
Yeah, I'm
Subtra-
like, well, everybody loves Iggy Pop now because of the Superman movie.
See, but check this out, okay? Back to the conversation we were having just a second ago. On that same day, on Sunday, going down the list a little bit, we've got Black Flag, Suicidal Tendencies, Drain, which is a really popular woman-fronted band right now. That's in
Right.
from the yeah. And let's see. Well, yeah, I thought there might be more, but those are some fucking punkier, shit. That's earlier on in the day. Suicidal Tendencies, like that's crazy that they're playing, but uh,
Yo, when's Spirit Box gonna play it?
that's a good question,
I mean, they did that stuff with Meg The Stallion, so I don't see why they wouldn't play it.
bro. Listen, that fucking song that they did with Poppy and Amy Lee.
Yeah.
Give me a fucking album, bro. Let's not waste time. That's fucking light. That's
Yeah, that
lightning
was.
in a bottle, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Go lock in and fucking give me an album and a world tour off of that shit, and I'll be perfectly fine.
I didn't really enjoy it until Courtney came on.
I mean, I feel you. I just think it's a big song. I think it's lit. I think that shit's tight. I think that she is also the goat amongst the three of them. To be honest, I think she fucking sounds incredible. She is incredible. Uh, she don't be hoeing. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. I think that's tight.
And to think, we saw her once in Jackson
Yeah.
when she was an I Wrestle a Bear.
I wrestled a bear once. But yeah, I guess we can go ahead and wrap this up, guys. 10 o'clock. We talked about music. We caught up. Talked about psyops.
Wait,
No, I just kept making jokes about it, so I figured I'd make another one.
it was good. It was a good time. Yeah.
Lady Gaga is white people music. Green Day is white people music. They headlined one of these years. Post
Next
What's
Malone.
a good?
33
I
lost
would say like
of
just
the year.
the the ones that y'all are like talking about. To me, it just kind of seems like I said, Iggy Pop kind of got popular because of the Superman movie. So of course he's there. But like how these events are, like it's just odd. You know what I'm saying? It's like here's some old stuff that only like older people are gonna know about, but young people know about it too because it's in movies and on TikTok.
Yeah, it's culturally relevant for some reason or another. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So it's just
Coachella.
like one big stew.
This is the last few I'll read. This was from 2025. Lady Gaga on night one. Missy Elliott on that same night. The Prodigy, FKA Twigs,
Oh wow.
Mustard, Glorilla, Yeet, Tyler, uh,
Yeah,
David, that guy who just went to jail for killing that girl.
yeah,
Three
for like
six,
killing somebody.
yeah, 3-6 Mafia, Saint John, Four Bats, Tink. These are all on night one, and then moving on to night two is Green Day and Charlie XCX, the original Misfits. Uh,
Oh wow.
Yeah.
yeah. Let's see, Shoreline Mafia, T Pain, Human Kind, Dark Side, Jimmy Eat World, Viagra Boys, Yo Gabba Gabba, dead ass by the way. Uh,
What?
yeah, Yo Gabba Gabba, man. They fucking the Wiggles came out and performed like 4 or 5 years ago. It was some crazy shit.
My love
And
for Barney and the fucking Teletubbies. I mean, if we're gonna do this, let's do it all the way.
no, no, night three was Post Malone headlining with Meg The Stallion as the runner up. Zed, Kraftwerk, Polo and Pan, XG.
Man,
I
I'm
don't know.
about that in years.
I know, right? Shabuzi, Ty Dollar Sign, Circle Jerks, punk band, big punk band. Uh, Snow Strippers, BX the Plug. Yeah, and some other shit that I don't really know nothing about. Oh, Jail, that's another band that's kind of pop. GEL, they're kind of popular in the punkadelic scene. But yeah, I mean, Coachella. I don't even really know why I'm going on a tangent about Coachella, but punk
Yeah,
rock,
how do you
man.
feel about it?
I feel like next year MS Paint, or I guess 2027, MS Paint's going to be performing at Coachella. I don't know if either one of y'all are familiar with MS Paint, but
I've
th-
heard of them.
they're
Uh,
from they're from here, and I think that they're probably like the biggest band from Mississippi right now. Not that that's
Yeah.
a status of how good they are, but their music's actually pretty good too. You guys should look them up. MS Paint. They represent this shit called Hattiesburg World. It's pretty interesting if you get bored. I'm not friends with them. I don't know them very personally or anything. As far as my friends go, we definitely check out Sick in the Summer, but I know you guys have definitely checked them out. So, but I guess don't check out any other bands from Macomb because supposedly there's not any. So
Yeah,
somebody
there's nobody.
S- somebody needs to at me, and somebody needs to at Dakota about hosting, since he's the show promoter, the only person who could book a show now. He needs to book a show in someone's fucking garage.
just just give me an Alex Simpson time. We'll have
No,
some.
You want to
oh
set
yeah.
that up?
No,
Just
that's when I
give
do
me some
the
time.
the stop recording. Give us some time.